Eric's speech today is, I'd rather get glaucoma than go to the gym. He tells us of his long love-hate relationship with exercising and going to the gym. It's project number 3, and the entertaining speaker, Make Them Laugh. The speech is 5 to 7 minutes. Please welcome Eric Collins.
Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. It's a pleasure to be talking here today. There are probably not too many words in the English lexicon that are more reviled than the words gym and exercise. I have a long-standing, troubling relationship with exercise. It didn't come late to me. It started when I was quite young. I never understood it. Other people wanted to play ball, and not me. I wanted to lay down in the front yard and watch the clouds go by. Where my father and mother would often find me when it was dinner time. They would search the park up the street, and there I'd be laying on the ground with a dandelion. My father said he'd find me the dandelion, rubbing it on my nose, staring at the clouds. Now, daydreaming has always been a problem of mine, along with gym and exercise. One of the things that I've noticed is this kind of long history of fits and starts, where I'll exercise for a while and then fall back into a more sedentary life. I think that my first experience with the real gym and exercise was when I was in high school. And the motivating factor there was not to get in physical shape, but rather to make sure that I wasn't completely unappealing to the opposite sex. And with some success, I managed to take pretty decent care of myself. When I went to college, they had a multi-million-dollar sports center at George Washington University. I played on the lacrosse team. I also played in a rugby league. And I was in pretty good shape in school. And that was about, let's see, around 40 years ago now. And I've never been in that good a shape since. I went to George Mason University to work on a second degree, a degree in psychology, and they too had a fantastic fitness center. And I remember walking in there the very first day with my school ID and taking a look around. Wow, there's a pool, there's weight rooms, there's all this. This is fantastic. I'm going to be here 3 days a week. I'm coming to the gym. In the course of the next 3 years, I brought my 2 sons to the pool to swim about a dozen times, and that was it. I didn't lift so much as a 2-pound weight the entire time I was at George Mason University. Now, there is a reason for that. I was a single father at the time. And so there was a long stretch of about 15 years where I was working full-time, taking college classes, and trying to raise my 2 sons by myself. I was just too damn tired to go to the gym and exercise. And any spare time I had was spent sitting on a couch, or sleeping, or both. Now, the next time I decided that it was time for me to hit the gym, I joined Gold's Gym. And now, for those of you who don't know, Gold's Gym is started in California. It's considered a very serious gym. Professional weightlifters go there. Arnold Schwarzenegger started at Gold's Gym. And it was a pretty intimidating place to go. If you're not familiar with it, I mean, there are professional bodybuilders in there. People are grunting and groaning and throwing the weights on the ground and strutting around. It eventually got to a point where I think after 3 years, if you divided the dues I paid to Gold's Gym by the number of times I went to Gold's Gym, it came out to about $376 per visit. My next foray in a gym was in my condo building in Alexandria, Virginia. They had a little gym downstairs. It was dark, cramped, uninviting, but it was right downstairs. I didn't even have to get in a car. I never went, not even once. So just recently, and this is why I thought of this as a subject, I joined Planet Fitness here in Wilmington. I'm forever optimistic that I'm going to tackle this whole exercise thing. Now, I have a particular motivation for this, as many of you know. I had a major life event about a year ago, almost exactly. I had a massive heart attack. I was in the intensive care unit at the hospital for 3 weeks, then in critical care for another 3, and then at home, under my doctor's orders, don't exert yourself for a while, just take it easy. Those are the easiest instructions I've ever gotten. I was sitting around on that couch, that TV was going all day long. I didn't do a thing except eat and watch TV for about 3 months. And I paid the price for that, the inevitable price. I put on about 25 pounds. So, bringing me back to Planet Fitness. Yes, I did join the gym. I'm optimistic about having joined the gym. They have a fantastic gym. It only costs $10 a month. I joined that gym right after I got out, about a month after I got out of the hospital. That was about 11 months ago. I've been twice. And I'm thinking that tomorrow, well, maybe even today, right after this meeting, you might find me at Gold's Gym. I mean, Planet Fitness. You might find me at Planet Fitness. Or you might find me at the beach sitting in a chair looking for dolphins.